If you've been watching the Los Angeles real estate market lately and you've been wondering, is it cooling, is it crashing, or is it just different? Depending on the headline you read, you'd either think we're in a massive downturn or heading back to the 2021 frenzy. The reality, it's neither. The market has shifted into something a lot more nuanced. And if you're thinking about buying or selling in LA, understanding that difference matters. I'm Carrie White, real estate agent in beautiful Los Angeles, and I like to share data-driven insights so you can make informed decisions, whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping a close eye on the market. Hit subscribe and stay current. So let's look at what's actually happened in the Los Angeles market over the last couple months. Prices, timing, rates, and what it really means if you're thinking about making a move. So the first thing to understand is that the LA market right now isn't dramatic. It's really quite subtle. And I think that's why it's actually confusing people, because prices aren't crashing, but they're also not flying the way they did a few years ago. The median price in the city of Los Angeles right now is sitting around the low to mid 900,000s, roughly in the 950K range. Compared to last year, prices are basically flat to slightly down. Nothing dramatic, but zoom out 5 years and values are still up anywhere from 20 to 40%, which is nuts. So the headline here isn't a crash, it's more like a mild give back from the peak, while most of the gains for owners are still intact. Another interesting split in the market right now is between single-family homes and condos. Single-family homes are still the pace setters. Most of them are over the 1 million mark, depending on the neighborhood. And when they're priced correctly and presented well, they can still move quickly and attract multiple offers. Condos and townhomes are a little different. They usually come in below the city median price and often have a higher price per square foot, but a lower total purchase price altogether. They also tend to take a little bit longer to sell. So that's why buyers have a little bit more room to negotiate right now, especially in dense area or buildings with more inventory. Another big shift people are noticing is how long homes are taking to sell. Right now, the average days on market in LA is 80 days. 80 days, that feels like a prison sentence for a lot of sellers. And last year it was actually 70 days. And during the 2021 frenzy, most homes were selling in like 7 to 14 days, sometimes even faster. So yes, the market has slowed, but what that really means is buyers have more breathing room and they can actually look at a property, think about it, do inspections, and negotiate for the most part. Price per square foot is another interesting signal. Right now, the average is around $630 per square foot in LA, and that's a little lower than last year, down a few percent, but nothing dramatic. Back in the crazy times in real estate, the price per foot was around $400 to $500. So things were crazy, prices were crazy. We're still around $600 now, so you've seen solid appreciation. So the theme keeps repeating, a little softness year over year, but still well above pre-pandemic levels. And of course, the biggest factor driving all of this is interest rates. Right now, the typical 30-year mortgage is hovering around 6 to 7%, and this is actually lower than last year when we were seeing around 7.5%. But compared to 2021, when rates were a beautiful 2.7%, today's payments are double or triple what they used to be. And that's really the main break on the market right now. Clearly, people have equity, they have strong incomes, but moving means trading at a 3% interest rate into something closer to a 6%. And that's a big jump in monthly payment. So what does the market actually feel like right now? It's very segmented. Turnkey homes that are priced well can still get strong interest and multiple offers, and we're seeing it. But homes that are overpriced, need work, don't show well, sometimes they can have all the pieces in place, and they may sit for a while and eventually reduce in price. Maybe even sell less than what they paid for it in the last 2 to 3 years. Condos in particular can take a lot longer, while single-family homes tend to move faster. It's a pickier market, and pricing strategy always matters more than ever. Sometimes the pricing strategy is simply just waiting. Looking ahead, most forecasts really suggest something pretty simple. Prices are expected to stay roughly flat, maybe single-digit growth, but we could be looking at a 0 to 2% price increase over the next year or two. And we'll probably see slightly more inventory as sellers gradually accept that 6% rates might be the new normal. And we'll probably see a bit more buyer activity compared to the slower stretch that we just came through. But I doubt anything will ever be like 2021 again. So I guess think of this market like a thawing. It's not frozen, just thawing out. If you're watching the market and trying to decide whether to buy, sell, or maybe stay put, these shifts matter more than the headlines. Every neighborhood in Los Angeles behaves a little bit differently, and strategy really matters right now. So if you are thinking of making a move, feel free to reach out. We're always happy to walk through all the options and what every situation looks like. And if you want to talk about the LA market, then keep subscribing to this channel. See you soon.